What is up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. As always, we got some trans ideology coming at us hard every single day. Got new videos for us. We're going to go through them and talk about them in each individual issue. But before we do that, please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help me out with that. Comment, let me know what you think about all the stuff that's going on in our crazy world. All right, let's get into some trans periods real quick.
Okay, sweetie, so apparently you're not wanting to understand or listen. So
you don't want to understand or listen. Look at this thing, this guy with all the crap on his face and the pink hair and shaved on one side. And they're upset about the fact that someone said, it's a period, hun. I get meaning implying you are not having a period because you're a man.
Hi, I'm Mama Rose. I am a transgendered woman.
No way.
She, her, they, them pronoun.
That way you automatically know not to take them seriously.
And I can tell you right now, my period I experience every month is very real, very valid, and very painful. But you know what? You go ahead and keep invalidating trans women. You go.
So, if there is something going on, this is a guy, and he has a dick, or at least he had a dick. I don't know if he was born with all the parts. He has something going on. Is it something painful that's happening every month? It's not a period. This is a serious health question. What has he got going on? If he's having serious pain somewhere in his stomach or his lower pelvic region, that's something serious. But because we're inviting this lunacy in, he's not going and getting help. This isn't good.
Go ahead and keep telling them that their experience is not real. You go ahead and keep telling them that, because if that makes you feel like a real woman, if that makes you feel so big and important, sweetie.
What do we do with schizophrenic patients? What do we do with, say, people that have crazy mental disorders where they see things that aren't there? Do you tell them that they're not there? Do you tell them that what they're seeing, isn't real? Do you try to distinguish what is real between and what's not real? Why is it such a bad thing to do that with these people? There's certain things that is absolutely true, and there's some things that aren't. This guy ain't having periods. He's having some other medical issue.
Then you go do it. Whatever helps you sleep at night, boo-boo. But I'm here to tell you the real facts. Trans women experience menstrual cycles. Not all of us. Oh, no, not all of us. No. Some of us are lucky and don't have to go through it. And then...
Well, so what does that mean? Why do some... Explain the science behind that. Why do some have and some don't, If there's something... every woman has a period, and if she's not having a period, that means there's something wrong. There's a reason. So if some do, some don't, explain why. What's the science behind that? It's the science is because it's a guy.
And some of us, like myself, go through it every month. Every month. The cramps, the bloating, the fatigue, the nausea, all of it. The only thing I don't...
So this person's having some medical issues, but it's not stemming because it's a menstrual cycle. It's not because he has ovaries or a uterus or anything like that. If he's having problems, he's got some serious gut issues going on, but because we're just going along with this craziness, he's not getting seen by. He's like, oh, well, this is my period. I'm having stomach pain, so it's got to be my period.
Don't get is a menstrual cycle. I don't bleed. That's the only difference.
You don't bleed? Because you'd be bleeding through your dick?
A period for you? I am so sorry for you, because now you're also invalidating cis women. Cis women who don't have menstrual periods.
Invalidating. So like I said, a schizophrenic patient, they're seeing something that's not there. It's a hallucination. Are you invalidating them if you say, hey bro, this person that you're seeing doesn't exist? That person isn't there.
Periods, because that's real. But it's okay. You can keep invalidating people to make yourself feel more important. But I'm not going to sit here and allow you to invalidate my community or myself.
I'm surprised that nose is able to hold that,
real.
that
my
septum in there.
Period I experience every month is very fucking real.
I'm not trying to deny that there's some pain going on in this dude's stomach, but it's not a period. This guy needs to go get checked out by a doctor and actually say, hey, like, actually, like, I think it's my period. And the doctor needs to look at it and go, all right, it's not a period, but looks like you're having some, like, I don't know, colon cancer or something.
And I have tried so hard to explain to you that you are invalidating the trans experience. And you can say, well, I'm not. No, we're done. We've had this conversation. You didn't want to listen. And now I'm going to be putting you on blast. Here is your wake-up call.
Watch out. Putting us on blast. All right, now we got the next fun little dude. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, and of course it's loading. Let's see.
This is the issue. Cis is not synonymous with the norm or the default. And cisgender or non-trans people are so used to being the default that they conceptualize anybody who's trans as a mutation or a variation to the norm.
No, that's not it at all. We don't see a trans person as a mutation or we see it as a deviation from norm. We see somebody as a they got some mental problems going on, thinking that they're something that they're not, and trying to believe that, but then force everyone else to believe that, and not only believe it, but then accept it and have it, you know, have that affect their lives. Like accept the fact that you're going to send your daughters into the restroom, and then be happy with the fact that this guy is going to come in and try to go use the same restroom with them. Like, so it is impeding on our lives, and they're requiring that they build new bathrooms, that we treat them differently, that we use their pronouns when we're talking about them, not even to them, but we're talking about them to other people, that we're forced to use pronouns. So it's a very invasive idea that they're trying to force upon us.
When in reality, being trans is very normal, and it has existed across all sorts of civilizations since we've recorded human history.
So here's the deal. There is a spectrum between masculine and feminine. There's some guys that are less masculine or more feminine, and there's some women that are more masculine, but it doesn't change the fact that they're a woman or a man. And this is just a gay dude. So what this is, he's a gay dude, and has gay people existed, and has people try to be, you know, the opposite sex throughout the history. Yeah, but has it ever been like a vast majority of a society is doing this? No, not at all. It's always been a low percentage of people, and pretty much all societies have kind of looked at this and like, all right.
Go look at the Flores Marlava's video. She did a fabulous video on this earlier today, or maybe yesterday. And of course, we wouldn't get pushback if we started using words like cis people are normal, because it would reinforce the right-wing media propaganda narrative that trans people are somehow abnormal. It would further embolden.
It is abnormal. It is abnormal to think that you are a woman when you're not. It is abnormal to behave this way. We see a lot of abnormalities. Like, you can be upset. I get it that you live in this realm and you want to normalize it so it can be more accepted and so you can feel more accepted. But I just don't. Like, you're a human being. You're a guy. Like, whatever. You do what you want to do, but I and many others will not accept that this is like the mainstream thing and that this should be acceptable and that you're going to go in the bathroom with my daughters at the same time. No, never accept that.
Embolden people in their anti-transness and excuse their bigoted behavior. It's like on the playground. If you can find something wrong with somebody else, it makes it easier to bully them. We're fighting back and saying there's nothing wrong with us. And there's nothing wrong with being cis either. But we need to stop being treated as if there is something wrong with us. And we need to fight back on the idea that cis is the default. And we need cis people to start saying, hey, I might be cis, but that's just as normal as being trans. We have to deprogram and decolonize our
deprogram and decolonize our brain. See, it's these people that want to set up like re-education camps, and then it's these people that want to control your children and bring them in when they're very young so that they can start reprogramming them. That's what these people want to do. It's not normal. It's absolutely abnormal and not healthy. Has an insane high suicide rate. It, you know, what they want to do with kids, chemically castrate them, stop their development. It is absolutely not healthy. And so, and to further that point, this is what they're showing cartoons to, you know, babies and toddlers. I mean, this is what they do want to deprogram. And they're targeting your children. And this is what I make videos about this all the time because people don't believe me. They don't believe me that they're targeting your children. That they're coming after the most malleable minds because they are trying to shape a whole generation of young people. But this is what they're doing. And this is why you have to be extremely vigilant with your children and technology. And then we got one more. Let's look at this. Like you already know it's going to be good with this whole get up.
If you are part of the LGBTQI community or you're an ally, I need you to share this. Over 200 anti-trans bills.
Anti-trans bills. Explain that to me. Where are these over 200 anti-trans bills? What do they do? What does it mean? Because pretty much from my knowledge, I don't know about the number of bills. I know there's bills out there that are saying like, hey, we're not going to sexualize children. Hey, we're not going to teach them these things. Hey, we're not going to push this on them. Hey, we're not going to keep secrets from parents in schools. Now, they're going to sit there and call that anti-trans bills. You show me a bill that's saying like, oh, we're going to arrest you for being a human adult. Like if you're 25 years older or 18 years older plus and you're dressing as a woman and you're a guy, we're going to arrest you. Or we're going to do this against you. Or we're going to do against you. No, there's none of that. The deal is, the main idea is do what you want to do. Like, I don't care if you are in your house and I don't care if you dress up and walk around the street. I'm going to point at you and tell my kids, look at that crazy weirdo. That's a dude dressing up as a chick. Look at it. He's got his beard and his hairy chest with his crazy red hair and he's wearing lipstick and makeup. What a psycho. Like, I'm going to tell my kids that because, free speech. And that's what you can sit there and look at me going, oh my God, what a bigot, colonizer, misogynist, transphobe. You can say that against me. I don't care. But the idea that we're doing anti-trans bills, it's anti-grooming bills, it's anti-sexualizing children bills. Those are the ones that come up. That's exactly what they say with like they always try to word it in a way that tricks people, just like they tricked a whole bunch of people with don't say gay bill in Florida. It wasn't the don't say gay bills, it's also the don't say straight bill. Because the bill just said, hey, we're not going to talk to kids about sex. We're not going to have private conversations with teachers and children. And then we're not going to, a teacher will never tell a kid like, hey, don't tell your parents this. That's what the bill stated. But they try to flip it and make it seem that it's something worse than what it is. So when this person says anti-trans bills, they mean it's anti-grooming bills. It's anti-sexualization of children bills.
Are being presented nationwide right now in America with one of the most horrific laws just going into effect in Utah. Detransitioning all trans non-binary people under the age of 18.
Right there. So targeting children, stopping their development, chemically castrate them before they have a sound mind. Because we got that arbitrary line of 18 that you're an adult and you can do what you want. And we're saying, I guess that's the other anti-trans bills besides sexually grooming kids to do this, to stop their development, to stop their puberty, to remove healthy tissue from young men and women, young or boys and girls, cutting their boobs off, leaving a scar across their chest, which they can't get back. It's not going to be normal. It's not going to be the same. To, like I said, chemically castrate boys, to cut off their genitals, to cut off their all that. You shouldn't be doing to children. You're mutilating children. And this guy has a problem with that.
I can't even imagine what they're going through right now. And I'm sorry that you have to go through it if you're there. We need to stick together more than ever now. We don't need thoughts and prayers. We need action. Revolution. We need to stop living off what's your revolution? System that was made so many decades ago and only benefits one group of people.
Asians. They make the most money
in this country. We're here. We're queer. We're not going anywhere. Deal with it.
We're here. We're queer. We're not going to, okay. Like I said, no one cares. No one cares that you're queer. Which is that, I don't know if that's an insult. It used to be an insult. Now it's not. Now it's a part of the thing. But no one cares. No one gives a crap. Do what you want to do. Just keep it away from me and my family. Keep it away from my kids. If I see you in the street, I'd have a conversation with you. I'll tell you how crazy I think you are. I'll tell you how crazy this whole get-up is. I'll tell you how I believe you're wrong. We can still have a friendly conversation. You can tell me I'm crazy for my beliefs. That's perfectly fine too. I don't care. I'm not going to call you anti-hetero or, whatever. You might be anti-white, but, the idea is they want you to Absolutely. They're going to force this down your throat, and you're going to accept it. And you're going to change your life, and you're going to change how you and your family function around these people. No, we're not going to do it. This is a mental disorder these people have. They are crazy. They're crazy, and they need help. I don't know what we're going to do to help them, other than just say, no, not going along with it. But in the meantime, they're chemically castrating themselves, so it seems like the getting outbred part, we're winning on that aspect. We just got to make sure they don't get our kids. That's all we got to do. Hang tight, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that like button. Until next time, y'all have a great day.